Hi, I'm Krone Auri'An. We have a really interesting creature with a message for us in this week's International Koalition of Krones Animal Medicine. Last week with IBIS, I needed help from Essence in order to decipher the journey that we had to take in order to gather all the information we needed from IBIS. And right now, I'm feeling a little bit convinced that Spirit or whichever guide is giving me these animal inspirations has got a huge sense of humour. Whoever it is having a great deal of fun because the message I received was nothing to do with an animal and it didn't make a lot of sense to me. The message was maelstrom. Anyway, it was a real puzzle. It's so much easier if I'm just simply told dog or owl and I can roll with it. But that word maelstrom, it wasn't going away and I wasn't getting any more clues either. So off I went to that repository of information, and I don't mean Essence this time. I went to my laptop and Google. And after wading through stuff about some character in the movie Ice Age, I eventually discovered who our maelstrom is. The creature who's joining us this week on Animal Medicine is salamander. Now, this message is provided to anyone who listens, but it has an special meaning for starseeds and for light workers. If that's you, you really need to take notice of this information. To be quite honest, I think different people will hear it in different ways. So I'm asking if you would please just take notice of how the information affects you. Okay, it's important. So, salamander appears in times of compromised health in order for us to learn how to live with the poisons and toxins around us. He sits in the shadows at the edge of consciousness and reminds us of the importance of keeping private certain aspects of our lives. He has many lessons to teach. He teaches us about being subtle, how to fight back with words, actions, and mannerisms rather than brute force. He tells us it's important to detox your emotional and spiritual life, to remove the poisons around you. You need to look around you at what is toxic and remove it. And the sooner you can do this, the better. There's a tendency to shut down, to feel overwhelmed, stressed, defensive, and judgmental. And salamander teaches us the importance of maintaining balance, to move fluidly through both your physical and your spiritual life, adapting to different situations. That'll make negotiating your life much easier. Change is inevitable, but you actually need to put a spin on the things that you see and hear. Flip that negative information, flip the negative narrative into something lighter and brighter so that it doesn't overwhelm you. Look deeper into everything that you see and hear. Salamander is fire energy, but it has a strong connection with all aspects of elemental magic and witchcraft. And it's this aspect of elemental magic that carries an important message. You need to step outside your comfort zone, to look around you, to be aware of this magic, and to be especially aware of that which is cryptic or hidden. Do you recall at the beginning of this chat, I asked you to take notice of how this affects you, how those messages, those lessons made you feel? Salamander teaches us things about ourselves that we find difficult to accept. He shows us the very traits that we fear most and are most uncomfortable with in both ourselves and in others are things that we need to work on. These things we do need to work on. And finally, Salamander teaches us to trust our cellular memory and ancestor guidance in discovering your true heritage. Starseeds, it's time. You need to remember why you are here. Thank you. I'm Krone Auri'An of the IKoK, the International Koalition of Krones. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you found the information helpful. If you want to stay up to date with messages from the IKoK, then may I suggest that you hit subscribe. You'll also find our past videos on this YouTube channel. If you want to be kept up to date with our chats and other events, please follow the link that we've got just below and hit like on our Facebook page. Thank you for your loving support of this sacred work. Gaisha Im.